Hi, it's Kelly with Pookie and Bell, and I'm an apparel decorator. And if this is your first time here, because I haven't really made any videos, so it probably is, welcome. And don't forget to hit subscribe because there's a lot more coming. Today, I'm going to show you how to make a mask because it's the world we live in now. And people are trying to make some extra income. You're out of work, and this is a good way to do it. And this is a really, really simple mask. Now, there's some things that you'll need that I use to make this particular mask. You don't have to have it. You can do it differently and it'll work, but it's just how I do it. So that's how I'm going to show you. But just know that there are other options out there for how it can be sewn together. So the first thing is I found, and I will link it in the description below, a pattern on Etsy that I purchased. Her name's not actually even on the printout here of the instructions. Now, I modified it because her mask had where you can place a like a liner or filter in it and stuff, and I didn't care anything about doing that. But what I did like is that her mask is shaped more to the face. So it goes up over the nose, and it's the only mask that I've had that doesn't fog up my glasses when I wear it. So the other bonus is she's got a small size for 3 to 7 years, medium 8 to 11 years, and large 12 to 14, and then adult 30 to 50. I'm just kidding. It's just adult, okay? But I liked that she had the different sizes. I'm seeing it all over bulletin boards and stuff on Facebook that people are asking, who makes children's masks? Who does this? Whatever. You can make this in any fabric you want. I actually had a customer of mine request these, and they're for a wedding. They needed 75 of them in black, and they use hair ties for the ears. So here's the things that you'll need. First, your pattern printed off. I laminate mine because I'll use it a lot and it keeps it from ripping and tearing up. If you don't have a laminator, who cares? You can still do it. You can put tape over it. You can do whatever you want to make it a little more sturdy if you plan on doing this for some extra income and making a lot of them. If not, just whatever. Print multiple copies. I don't care. 2, scissors. You can use a rotary cutter, but you don't need to. Everybody's got scissors. Use scissors. Some pins. Some elastic hair ties. Now, I will tell you, they have some that are at Walmart that are like a nylon and they're really stretchy. I would have preferred those, but the material and the hair ties for this project were provided by the customer. And these are a little snugger. Now, they're the thinner. Let me hold this up here for you. They're from Walmart, and they are the thinner, and they have a little more stretch give to them than, say, these that are the really thick hair ties that I have to use like on my head because my hair will break any regular hair tie. So don't use these. I would not recommend these. They're going to be really tough and tight to pull and thick behind the ear. So get the nice thin ones or get the nylon type that are really soft. Either one of those will work. You're going to need a piece of chalk to trace your pattern. So you can either have like one of these. Some people use bar soap, so you can use that, or one of these chalk pens right here. So that's all you need to get started. The machines that I use, because this was about production and getting it out fast, I used a serger and my home sewing machine straight stitch. And that was it. I'll go through the entire process and show you how to whip out one of these in about 10 minutes. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so to get started, you're going to lay out your fabric. Now, this is a yard of black fabric. How many masks you can make out of this? It depends how you lay your pattern out. If you space your pattern out and you don't care about waste, you can get 3 or you can get 6 or 9. It depends how you place your pattern. So when it comes off the bolt, it's usually 46 to 48 inches wide, but it's folded in half. Just leave it folded in half. If you're using a print, then make sure that you're doing your, that it's folded to where you've got the print up and the print down on the back side, or you won't have 2 pieces to be able to alternate to sew together. whatever, you can figure it out. You're going to know if you do it wrong because one side of your mask is going to be backwards. So I take this because it takes 4 pieces per mask, and I take this where it's already double folded and I fold it in half again so that I can limit how much I have to cut, because I'm lazy and I'm all about speed and just getting the job done in the best way possible. So I fold it in half, take my pattern, slap it down here, and take your little chalk. If you've got one of these little chalk marking pens, doesn't have to be super perfect. You don't have, honestly, this does not have to be, you don't have to sit here and go, oh my God, pin the pattern down and be exact. It's a mask, people. They're all gonna turn out the same. If you move it, oh my God, no, not the end of the world. Just put it back. And trace it out. There it is. Now, you can lay it out and keep doing. I was short fabric, so I needed to make 3 or 4 more masks. So I am going to make 4. And because I'm lazy, we'll give my thumb a workout and we will just fold this in half and in half again, because I don't care about fabric waste with this. I just don't. So I'm gonna lay it out. And then what I will do, let's see if I can even cut through it. Sure I can. Okay, so now at this point, this is where my pins come in. I'm going to pin all these layers together just to keep it from sliding around. Now remember, I said I'm using a serger, so because I'm using a serger, it's going to kind of help me clean up any of my horrible cutting that I do on this. I know you're all cringing because of the waste of fabric, aren't you? Well, don't worry about it. I don't care. Okay. Hear that? That's a struggle. That's the thumb workout I'm talking about right there. Just cut this out. And use a rotary cutter. I don't recommend using a rotary cutter if you're cutting through this many layers of fabric. You'll cut your finger off. Now here's the thing, I've been asked over and over and over, because I'm an apparel decorator, to make masks, and I keep telling people no, because I can order them and then just screen print or whatever, sublimate them. I normally do not make them handheld. Here's my waist. Don't cry, it's not sad. Then pull your pins out. Because this fabric is the same color, I don't have to worry about flipping them different ways and all that kind of stuff. So now you end up with your stack right here. We're going to go over to the serger now, and I'm going to show you how to stitch these together super fast. Let's go. A Brother 1034D, super simple embroidery machine. And I've got a couple black, couple gray. I'd run out of black thread, but you're not going to see it, so it doesn't really matter. I'm going to take the 2 pieces here, and all I'm going to do is place it inside the serger, grab my pedal here, flip the foot, and I'm just going to line it up along the edge right here. I don't really care if I take anything off. I don't even care if the stitches are just like super perfecto. It doesn't need to be. So here we go, because you're probably not going to hear me, so we'll just zip through this quick. Now, because I was running off a lot of them, I would just grab 2 pieces and just leave it in a chain, and that's how I did it. So we'll run through these real quick. So what we did is we stitched the nose piece together. So now I'm just going to cut them apart because they're in this long chain here. And then you'll go on to the next step, which you still need your serger for. So what you'll do is you're going to open it up and then open up another one. And you don't have to use your serger for this. You could zigzag stitch it if you really wanted to on your regular sewing machine, or straight stitch it. So I decided to use a serger because my serger is much faster than my sewing machine. So I was able to just kind of run through these real quick. If you have one, this is how I would do it. So now I've put them pretty sides, finished sides together. Okay, just line them up. I didn't worry about pressing these serged seams down, nothing. Just kind of like I'm a quilter too, so I had one going one direction, one going the other, so they kind of just nest together neatly. But honestly, you guys, it's not rocket science. It's not a big deal. So they're lined up. Put it into the serger, and we're going to serge that whole edge. When you come to the point here, don't panic. Just go with it. Okay, so once you're done sewing the top side of the mask, go ahead and you can take your whole strand here. See, they're all connected because you don't want to cut them apart. We're all about saving time here. So we've got our 4 masks together, okay? Turn your chain around and now do the same thing on the bottom of the mask. When that's done, clip all of these apart. Sorry, I'm kind of out of range here, but I don't think you really need to see me cut strings. Okay, now back you up a bit here. You've got your mask serged on the bottom, serged on the top, open on the ends. So now just take it and tuck it all up inside there. It's easy. You're not doing straps. So flip it right side out. Poof. There you go. Okay. Now at this point, take it to your ironing board and press it. Because if you want to top stitch it to make it look really nice, you can. I didn't. These are for a wedding. That's it. They were quick. I didn't charge them anything for it. Kind of a here's your wedding gift. So that's it. Press it, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so here we are. They're all magically pressed. Lots of steam. This is just cotton, like quilting cotton. That's it. So I just steam the heck out of them. There we go. Now, serge, because you've got them right side out, serge the ends. So we'll do that. As you can see, to make it quick, I just do one side, flip the other side around, and do it too. And that's done. Cut them all apart. And now we will go over to the regular sewing machine. Here we are at my regular machine, and I've got it set on, if you can see that, 2.5 for the stitch length. And we've got it loaded up with some black thread. So what we're gonna do is just clean this up. Don't worry about tying off your little serge ends here. It's not gonna be an issue in a minute. Now it would be at this point that I would top stitch if you really wanted to make this nice, especially so when you wash it, it doesn't poof and come apart and then you have to keep pressing it for it to look neat. So normally at this point I would top stitch along this length here and along the top of the mask here. So just cut off all these little ends. Last one. Okay, so now what we do, take our hair ties. And this is what we got. Need 2, since you have, most people have 2 ears. I just put one up on my hand, take the other one, open up, put it right in there, just put it right along that serged edge and roll it over. Now, what I do is kind of take my nail and press it right along there. But then when I put it under my presser foot, I have the rubber band edge is right out here, okay? And then I move my needle over about as far as it'll go. So it tells me, no, it's not going to go any further. Okay, check, make sure it's not going to hit the foot that I'm using. And then we sew. That's it. Put your other one on. Of course, you're folding in towards the inside of the mask, how it's folded. Do the same thing. You don't have to measure. I mean, you can just kind of tell here. Same thing, put it under the foot with the band just kind of running along the outside edge of my foot here. And sew. And that's it. That is it. You have a mask. Go back, snip up and clean up your threads, and you have an adult mask ready. Now, disclaimer, because I don't even know, do I seriously have to tell you? Maybe. These are not surgical grade, medical grade. They have not medically been proven to actually prevent the COVID. But if it makes you feel better, or if you live in a state like I do that makes you wear them everywhere you go, then it may help you to be able to make your own if you want, or just make some extra money because somebody else wants to buy them and they don't want to wear the ones at the store. They want to wear something cute. Maybe it's got flowers on it or whatever fabric you want. You can have a different color fabric on the inside and the outside. They're reversible. You can just flip it out the other way. And so you could probably, I mean, I see people selling these things for $5 to $7, some even $10. You could embroider them. You could put vinyl on them if you wanted to. Go publish them out there on your bulletin boards and sell them and make all kinds of people happy because they'll have something fun to wear on their face so that they can walk into the store. Otherwise, yeah, that's it, guys. Mask 101, super easy. Serger sewing machine, limited supplies, and go to Walmart, buy yourself a bolt of fabric when they've got it on clearance for 20 cents a yard, and then go sell your mask for $5 each. That take you 5 minutes to make. I don't know how much the hair ties are. They probably have them at Dollar Tree and Dollar General and stuff too. You can use elastic, certainly. What I kind of like about using these is that they're already connected and I don't have to worry about like double stitching or back tacking or any of that kind of stuff to make sure that they don't pull out. So that's kind of a bonus. You can use whatever you want, but I'll post a link in the description for the lady on Etsy that I acquired the pattern from because yeah, I like it. I put it on my face and I've got kind of a big head and it worked for me. At least that's what my husband tells me, that big head, but I like to say it's just because I have a lot of hair and that's something that he doesn't have. So he's just not understanding the struggle. Now I'm going to go through, make sure I actually have 75 masks complete here, and then let my customer know that they're all ready for pickup once I get all these loose little stitches clipped off. But yeah, if you have any questions, post them in the comments below and I will be sure to get to them and hopefully give you some information. If you have any advice or you think something can be done that can maybe make it even quicker, hey, I'm all for it. Otherwise, just real quick, easy mask. Go make yourself some money or try and protect yourself and stay safe out there. Don't forget to subscribe and like if you want to see more videos that have to do with sewing or vinyl, HTV, silhouette, whatever. You'll find all kinds of stuff on this channel. So that's it, guys. Have a great day. Stay safe. Bye.